welcome to the DDCTv podcast At the Table. I am David.
And I'm Dalton.
And I'm Caden.
And we're getting started with Irish car bombs today.
Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers.
Dalton's already down for the count.
Well, that was terrible.
Start the show off right.
It wasn't too bad.
I wish we had some napkins. We probably should have planned for that. So there's going to be a lot of shit here this time, it seems like.
Yeah, there really wasn't much thought into this besides that we wanted to do shots this podcast.
Yeah, most definitely. And pretty much what we're going to be slinging at you guys is a shot every 7 minutes on the minute mark.
David's going to have the stopwatch. We won't have anything displayed for you guys, unfortunately, so you'll just have to trust us.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a reoccurring theme here every once in a while.
Yeah, definitely not every podcast.
Oh,
But
no.
it definitely should happen. And honestly, we're going to have to do some fake podcasts here to prevent these little hiccups that we have been having. Like just now, like literally, the thing is we didn't even get an error message. Like we hit start streaming, which is what I've done many, many times and what we've done for the podcast. And there's no error message as to why it won't start streaming.
It just doesn't.
It just didn't.
Yeah.
And so we had to play with settings, in which to me it looks like the video's a little bit choppy, but I can't really tell. And I don't want to focus too much on that. So if it is a little choppy, we're gonna pick some time either this week or next to start just to where there's clean everything, just period.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say really.
I see what you mean by fake podcast. Just sit down here and just
Play with some things.
Yeah.
Make
sure we're getting
YouTube
pretty much
channel to
pretend.
stream to, so that
really?
well, I think even doing that,
Yeah.
so we can actually like see what it's
it.
gonna look like. Just nobody gets the notification, and we don't have to deal with random ass videos like last week
where we had
a
3 of just
a 6 minute, 45 second, and just like wasted.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like just throwing people off. Oh shit! Actually, how long has the streaming been going?
2 minutes 30 seconds.
We can start the stopwatch now, though.
So I'm gonna do a timer for.
Okay. You make sure I got the charger plugged in, so we don't have any more technical difficulties for you.
5
guys.
minutes. There we go. 5 minutes, and we'll have to do a shot. I'm honestly just gonna pour one right now.
Go ahead and get ready. I got mine ready. I know Kate's got his. We're shooting Jamie tonight. Last week we talked about favorite ice creams. We kind of talked about how much we all hate pistachio. So for you guys this week, we actually went out and got a little bit of pistachio ice cream.
Hold it up for them
to be testing out for you guys, so we can give a more real-time and real-life view on how we feel about pistachio.
The good shit too, Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah, I had never tried it, so this will be a first-time experience for me.
This is going to be that's soupy.
Ugh.
That is soupy.
That shit is melted.
How did it melt so fast?
I'm not tasting that.
Yeah, that's a shake. That's not ice cream.
Well, I'll be tasting it right now for you guys to let you know what I feel about it.
What?
it's literally.
Ew, dude, I'm not putting that in my mouth.
Pretty used to hearing
You
that.
probably just got vanilla. Fuck you.
Pretty nutty. Not a terrible flavor. Definitely could have a little bit better consistency for ice cream. It's like a shake, but honestly, that's pretty high quality pistachio. You guys should definitely
all
try
like
some.
that? Oh my god, dude, it's literally
We've only had it for like. Well, I guess it's been sitting here now like almost 25 minutes or something.
No, it's been in the freezer the entire time, and when me and Kate got it, it was ice cold.
Our freezer doesn't freeze, and it's now 7:25, so it's been like 30 minutes plus that it's I'll give a little. I'm not taking a spoonful, but
it's not bad at all. It's very nutty.
Well, the thing is, all the pistachios are at the bottom.
Exactly. It's not even gonna be pistachio ice cream at this point.
Okay, honestly, that was not bad. It tastes like vanilla with
exactly. That's what I was thinking. It's just gonna be vanilla. This isn't even a real taste test.
I know. We're gonna have to try this shit again because
we're gonna have to get some real ice cream on here.
This is so disappointing, honestly.
It's unfortunate. Yeah, that is really disappointing. There's nothing we can do about it. It's our freezer hasn't worked for months, literally months.
We kind of just it stays at around 38 degrees. But
I'm a fan.
38. You're a fan?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
I don't know. I feel like the last time I had it, I was like 10 or something, and I did not enjoy it. But it tastes like vanilla ice cream with pistachios.
Where do we want to set this?
Will you rotate the computer just like a little bit angled? Oh, with the spill on the lap, bam! I already can feel that first shot.
Love it.
It's great. I don't know if you heard. Yes,
Yeah.
you did. What a hero.
Is that what you wanted?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I know it would have been great if it were frozen. Trust me, we feel the same way, Barrett. we didn't want to drink a milkshake.
Seriously,
it's a lukewarm milkshake.
Very disappointing.
But kind of what we were forced into.
You know what? We could have just not tried it.
Well, we did. And honestly, it wasn't bad. I like pistachios and I like vanilla ice cream. So
it's not a bad mix at all.
Yeah.
It's just like an interesting.
I think
nut.
also, yeah, like you said, it also being Haagen-Dazs kind of helps as well.
Good shit.
It's literally $5 for this.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I'm saying. Haagen-Dazs better be good shit.
And the sad thing is, we paid $5 for us to taste it once, and then we're never gonna use it again.
Poop.
Yeah.
It's all about the poop. All right.
Daniel Miller watching in class with no sound. I don't know if you're gonna get the full effect, but
I mean, you'll get to see us taking shots. So.
Taking shots and probably some bombing here in the future. I'm just going to get.
Yeah, I can't believe you spit yours back up.
I don't know why.
Did you at least kill the rest of it?
No,
I wouldn't have killed the rest of it after
that.
that.
That's all spit up.
Well,
right
mine, dude. I don't know if you can see, but the shot glass literally is so wide that it's not hitting the bottom. So I'm drinking and it's not coming. There was no chugging here. I had to sip
It
that.
wasn't coming.
I think I did a pretty good job. I already set mine on the ground. I'm not going to reach for it.
Oh gosh. So Caden, I'm putting you on chat duty because I can't read it from here. So I think the TV from now on is the move.
Well, stopwatch duty.
How do you want me to go about doing that?
Just
then?
like if you see something that's funny or worth addressing, or
we should definitely talk to the viewers out there. Let them know what's going on.
Yeah, so
I think Barrett should be the moderator for our chat.
Dude, I would love to make him the moderator.
He's already doing a good job.
we definitely, as we move forward, are going to need one.
Definitely appreciate that. Where were we at on the stopwatch?
Oh, we got 10 seconds.
Oh,
Don't worry, I'll get you on the stopwatch.
Okay.
We're going to get...
See, we need like a buzzer or something. That way you don't have to watch it. It's just goes off.
If I just turn this... The problem is I'm afraid of...
Oh.
All right, guys. You know what that means. Shot time.
Cheers. God, I already hate this. Why did I have this idea?
Seriously,
I fucking hate this
is going to be rough, guys.
Dude,
I'm not excited for this.
Wow, I'm off tomorrow.
It was your idea to do it tonight, Caden, so you got to man up and...
Not smooth.
Well, I mean, I was all for it. I was the one who didn't have any trouble or problem choosing the alcohol.
I mean, I really didn't either. I just didn't want to do sake.
I think sake would have been perfect.
Well, the whole point is to get wasted if we're doing this.
We
and
would have been
sake
wasted on
kills
some
that.
sake.
Well,
We would have been drunk.
I would have. I mean,
We would have
fine.
been drunk off some sake. We weren't going to be wasted off of some sake.
Now we got the Jameson. Shout out to... Did Chad suggest that? That's what he suggested,
Chad did
right?
suggest the Jameson.
Cade, you're getting called out by Katie Lynn. Can't wait to see Cade puke after 2 shots. I
mean, we got a trash can nearby just in case.
That's already 2 shots, girlfriend.
That is also already 2 shots.
That's already 2 shots, girlfriend. We're getting there. Okay, but let's not just talk about the alcohol the whole time. That's not the point of this.
Oh, most definitely.
So, what are we planning on moving into, boys?
Well, right now, I did want to discuss. I actually got my beer box in last week.
Mm-hmm.
First subscription service. Sorry about that. It came with two different types of beer.
Got a little overzealous.
Problem was we got it on the Tuesday after we shot the podcast.
And there was no way we were just going to let it sit.
It came with the...
I mean, look at this beautiful thing.
God,
Continue
you're
talking.
going to have to excuse the burps as well.
The first one right here, this is going to be a more dark, malty, stout style of beer. This comes from Colorado, straight out of the United States of America. And it's one of my favorite beers I've had in a long time.
Strut.
The only other place that actually are having this local stash available right now is at the brewery through the tap in the brew house. And it's only going to be available till the end of March. So it's a very, very limited selection on that. The other beer we got was it was from the DuPont Brewery in Belgium, and it was more of a champagne style of beer. Honestly,
it was bubbly.
It's very, very, very orange, very citrusy. Had a very light flavor with a lot of bubbles to it.
And the head lasted for like 85 minutes.
What'd you do with the bottles? You should keep them.
I should keep them, but I actually got rid of those other 2 bottles. That's my fault.
Both the DuPonts?
Both DuPonts.
Okay, well, let's start here.
Yeah, most definitely we'll be keeping bottles for you guys. That way, by the end of the year, I can have a full collection lined up for you guys to show you guys all the beers we tried throughout the year.
What is it called?
It's a pretty cool bottle, too.
Can we just touch on, make sure it's very clear to everyone?
Yeah, most definitely. This is the local stash. It's from Crazy Mountain Brewery.
Local stash.
Where'd you get it from?
I got this off the Rare Members Beer Club. I'm a member. They send me 2 750 milliliter bottles of each style of beer, and it comes with 2 styles, so 4 bottles.
So, yeah,
also,
4
so
bottles.
let's just break this down a little bit. Each of these bottles broke down to about 3.5 glasses, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, one was 11% and one was 9.5%.
Yes.
So
the local stash was 11%, and the DuPont Brewery was 9.5%.
Yeah. So they're like it's like drinking wine almost, and you drink one bottle and you're feeling good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not drunk or anything, but you're feeling good.
You're feeling really good,
sure.
that's for sure. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful beer. Like I said, the reason that DuPont went by so fast is I could not help myself. I wanted to drink more of it.
It was good.
I mean, yeah, the fact that they came in the day after we did a podcast really doesn't help too.
Yeah.
That gives you practically 7 days to drink on it.
Although I will say, in the future, you should try to set aside just one of each.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
or at least keep the bottle. I mean, if we're not gonna do taste tests, the thing is this kind of
impedes on it.
Fix the maneuver here.
And definitely plan on doing that. And what's really cool actually about this, this is a black barley wine. And what that is pretty much like we were talking about earlier, like a wine for beers. And actually, it's very recommended that you cellar these and age them for up to 12 months, a maximum of 18 months before they start to get a little bit bad.
Is that what that thing said?
Yeah.
Came with?
These actually come with a full-on brochure, not really a brochure, but information guide.
Basically a brochure.
Like a fucking newspaper.
Like an article.
Yeah,
double-sided
exactly.
paper,
Really
full write-up.
Single space.
Really interesting information they give you too. It kind of base it down. It talks about the actual brewery, where they're coming from, and then the beer itself. And so actually, this bottle I plan on not opening, and I'll probably be opening this on a podcast. We'll say 6 to 12 months down the road, so I can give you guys an idea of how well it aged and what the different flavors were from the beer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel.
Cool.
I appreciate it, man. Enjoy. You know, I used to be a skater in my middle school days. my girl deck, you know, my $250 skateboard.
Honestly, those were like the coolest brands. I thought, like Enjoying Girl. I thought Baker was pretty cool. I didn't really ever skate. I played all the Rob Deerdeck games though.
I was never very good.
Yeah.
I mean, the best thing I could ever do was a tray flip.
I
And
thought
the last time I tried
that's
to ollie,
pretty
I
good.
almost died. So I'm not really a skater anymore. But yeah, like I said, I mowed a lot of lawns and did a lot of chores to get my skateboard.
Really?
Dude, all custom. It was a badass board. I broke it in half
I had
trying to grind.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to grind
had
a curb.
custom one built at Zoomies where I like picked
Hell
the
yeah.
deck and like bearings and all that shit.
Hell yeah.
I think it was like a zero board.
That was very sad. And that was literally the last time that I skated. I broke my deck in half. I tried to grind on
Just
a
like,
curb,
fuck it.
and it broke in half, and I just was like, wow.
Well, I can totally imagine.
Okay, and then like 6 months
It wasn't
later,
meant to be.
I moved to Oklahoma, and then I didn't want to be a skater anymore.
Shoot bow and arrows and live in teepees.
I mean, at Jinx, you know, there were skaters at Jinx. It was almost like this new me kind of thing. Not new me. I mean, it was still me, but just I didn't really want to be.
New state, new me.
Yeah, basically, new state, new me.
I totally understand that. Just trying to reinvent yourself with brand new people. You actually have that opportunity. You don't already have a stigma built upon you from hanging out with the same people.
Stop wearing skinny jeans, cut my hair, started playing football, playing football, watching a lot of football, hating my life.
Yeah.
No, football was fun.
I was never really crazy about football. I played it from like elementary until middle school, and then once like high school came, I just was all about soccer.
That's fair. I mean, they're all fun. Something to do. For me, honestly, one of the biggest reasons that I played football is not because I was so into the idea.
Just to get out of class.
No, I mean, that was pretty cool, but more so just to like try and meet friends, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I was moving from a brand new state. I didn't know anybody, and I figured sports was the easiest way.
When you go to Jinx and there's 100 kids to go out to play football, it's a pretty easy way to meet some guys.
Exactly. So, I mean, that was definitely very helpful. Oh boy, shot number 3.
All right.
It didn't seem like 7 minutes.
Oh my god.
This was your idea to do this tonight.
I thought we did 7 minutes at least.
Yeah, 6
And I
minutes.
accidentally filled this shit up to the brim.
This might be a short podcast, guys.
Caden's over here teetering.
We're about to be knocked out here pretty soon.
Cheers, boys. You gotta pour smaller shots,
I know.
As he spills almost the whole thing on the table.
I didn't even finish it.
Oh yeah, good boy. That's my dude right there, killing it. That's a man.
Oh my god, I did spill a shit ton.
I watched it happen.
I didn't even realize that.
Them spicy chimichangas are gonna get to me.
I feel shitty because I'm mixing tequila and spiced rum.
Yeah, you're drinking 2 different types of alcohol.
I didn't want to go, I got a half bottle of rum. I don't want to go buy a whole bottle just to do shots of, And so I got this tequila left over.
You just aren't dedicated,
Which,
man.
by the way, this Espolon, I don't know how to say it, tequila, the girl at the liquor store was like, this is like water. Like, you will never regret it. And when I buy tequila again, this will be the tequila that I buy. And I mean, it's got a skeleton riding a chicken. So, like what's not to love about that?
Oh, most definitely what's not to love. Woo! Them shots get to you, baby.
Yeah, dude, I already feel it. That's insane. This is going to be sloppy, I feel like. Mm-hmm. This is going to get really sloppy.
This will be interesting for sure. This will be the first time you guys see us belligerent.
Yeah, I definitely think belligerent is a great term. Belligerent. Because we've been drunk, I feel like, for every podcast.
Oh, really?
Maybe the last one. I didn't drink.
I didn't
drink for the last.
I was going to say, I feel like you've seen us drink on the podcast, but you've never seen us,
get fucking shwasted.
Shwasted, yes, exactly.
Also,
I feel like I'm already slurring.
I just want to chime in right now and say, if the audio, we played with it quite a bit before, but if the audio, somebody's volume is too low or it's hard to hear somebody, let us know, like in the chat, because we can adjust that and get it fixed ASAP. So do let us know if the audio sounds a little wonky or someone's too loud.
Good thing to mention.
Or something like that. Just disclaimer. Moving along. I think the next thing we wanted to talk about is we liked the idea and we got some good feedback on like what's your favorite,
like we did with the ice cream last week.
Exactly. Yeah,
ice cream last week was actually led into our pistachio buy today.
Right.
Exactly.
Sorry, that was a shitty pistachio buy.
The Gap week confused me.
Yeah. we just kind of feel like, first off, for people who end up tuning in down the road, it'll give them a good. I mean, right now it's mostly our friends. Shout out to you guys for supporting us.
Appreciate it.
But for the people down the road, it'll help them get to kind of know us as people, and it kind of helps like be more personal, and that you actually feel like you
know us.
Sort of know us and what we're about and what we like and what we don't, which you may or may not care about, but you're gonna fucking hear it.
Whether you like it or not, you're gonna find out this week. What's your favorite album or a top album for you of all time?
Favorite album, yeah.
So that's what we're moving into. Mine's one of my favorite albums, but we're gonna talk about favorite albums here moving along.
Mine's most definitely my favorite, but I guess we can start off with Cade. You're actually slinging it first.
Caden's turn first, and we all happen to actually have vinyls of these, which worked out really well, and try and give them a good ass view of
this
that
one
album.
Is my or I guess I don't want to say my favorite, like we've kind of talked about, but it's definitely one of my favorites. It's Mad Villain by MF Doom and Madlib. It's a collaboration album. Madlib made all the beats, maybe not all of the beats, but he made a majority of them, and then MF Doom raps. I don't know, it's kind of like the pinnacle of hip-hop, I feel like people like to say. I mean, it's not too exciting. It's not anything what you would typically hear now, or like nowadays, I guess. It's like I feel like nowadays SoundCloud rap is like kind of like what's poppin', and that's a lot of auto-tune and whatnot. This is like nothing like that. MF Doom's like a really like monotone rapper, and so he's kind of just all about his rhyme schemes, his flow. I think he's very funny, honestly, and not like in a corny or cliche way, which is great. So it's really entertaining, honestly. If you haven't heard of Quasimodo, he has a feature, which is also Madlib, and I think that song, America's Most Blunted, is probably one of my favorite. But yeah, I mean, it's a great album. I love it a lot. That's why I had to get it on vinyl. But yeah, I think that's one of my favorite albums ever.
Hell yeah, Cade. I'm honestly I think it's one of my favorite hip hop albums too. It's just awesome. The lyricism in it is
exactly
incredible. His rhyme schemes.
And it does, like I said, it doesn't have to be like cliche or corny to be entertaining either. It's just like, I don't know what it is about MF Doom, because like I said, he's kind of monotonous, but at the same time, it's like He's very lyrical. He's very funny, like genuinely funny. And so every song is entertaining. There is actually one song that I don't like. It's with Wild Child's Hardcore Hustle. Wild Child's verse makes me cringe, honestly. But besides that, I really love the album. Every song hits, and so I'm all about it.
I can kind of say what really
Backside's not nearly as
really
interesting.
brought me into really enjoying this album. It definitely took a few listens, and I actually listened to this album whenever I was first getting into like my music study. Not saying that I'm on a deep study in music, but like I really try and listen to a lot of older stuff to appreciate a lot of the newer stuff nowadays. And what really made me enjoy this album was honestly the production of it, and the fact that it's really one of those hip hop albums that having on vinyl is nice because every song plays into the next so smoothly.
Definitely.
The transitions from everything is so smooth
that's
along.
definitely like on Madlib's part.
That it's almost like I'm being read a story.
Dude, the skits, that's what I was
Exactly. The
skits are kick-ass.
do a great job. I mean,
and that's like another thing about hip hop
don't
albums.
like skits.
Exactly, like skits and hip hop albums are usually like exactly.
Just
And so these are like I said, funny. Like they're entertaining. Like you said, like you can listen to the whole thing
you don't wanna
all the way
skip
through.
and
Yeah.
it plays
most
in
definitely.
too. It's like a constant being read a story. Almost.
See, that's
like
what I hate about vinyl too, is having to flip the sides.
Yeah.
Almost interrupt the
Yeah.
experience.
well, and like honestly, the only album that I have comparable, and I know me and you disagree on this, is Jizz's Liquid Swords as far as like the skits go and like a storytell. That's kind of I think this album is definitely better than Liquid Swords, hands down. But that's the only comparison that I could possibly have in the hip hop genre, as far as like a flow and as a storybook style telling all the way through.
I agree. I don't know. Do we want to move on? Does anybody have any more input on that villain? It's a good choice.
I'll
Caden.
say my favorite song off this album,
There you
if
go.
you haven't heard it and plan on checking it out, would probably be. God, there's so many good ones. I'll give you my top 3. Shit.
Oh boy, interrupted with a shot.
Okay, my top 3 will be Money Folder, Figaro, or Meat Grinder.
Okay.
So
You heard it from Caden himself right then. Guys, fuck me so hard. Shot time. Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers, boys!
Oh, don't be a bitch. Take that shit down.
Oh yeah.
My goal is to
it's
be the
down
only
there.
one who doesn't puke.
Oh, I'm not gonna puke.
I'm puking.
Okay, starting the timer again, because I actually have forgotten on that a couple times. I just adjusted.
Next album we're moving on to, I'm going to pass this over to my boy.
Hang on, Barrett in the chat wants to disagree with me and say that the Wild Child. Fuck, what's his name? Yeah, the Wild Child track is a good track, and I'm not saying it isn't a good track. I'm just saying that the Wild Child verse just ruined it. I mean, I guess I don't want to say ruined it
Is
for
that
me,
the one
but
that
makes it
starts off
passable.
with,
Start off the track with the hardcore hustle.
Yeah. Definitely not one of my favorites either.
Exactly.
I feel like it almost doesn't have a sound that connects with the
I
rest
think
of the
if
album.
maybe MF Doom started the song, it could be a completely different story. But every time I just hear that opening bar, I'm just like, skip.
Alright, so I guess we're going to move on to one of my favorite albums. And this one for me, I almost didn't want to do this one tonight because I think it's really hard to pick a favorite album, per se, because I think mine really is genre dependent. And also I just happen to have this one on vinyl. And there's a reason for that. It's because it's one of my favorite albums. Is The Strokes, Is This It? I don't know. The Strokes, they just have this amazing, like garage band sound where it's like kind of rough and gritty, but it doesn't sound bad or it's terrible sound quality. It just, like, it's the sound they were going for. They were looking to sound like a garage band, which I kind of love. I don't know why.
Definitely.
I will say it's probably my favorite. Because I don't know, it's just like there's so many genres even of rock.
It doesn't have to
but
be a
I want to say
declaration.
one of my favorite rock albums of all time, and I've listened to this a lot of times, and I mean it's just amazing. I'd say it's a quick LP. It's only I think like 7 songs or something.
How many minutes is it actually? I've heard it's
It's like 36
yeah, I
or
was gonna say,
something.
I think
It's
it's
really
like
short.
really short.
It's
yeah.
short. I've listened to it twice in a row,
Yeah.
like back to back, because it's so short.
That's what I thought.
But it's just, I can't even really describe why. It's just like, I can like get into, there's not a song on it that I do not like, and I love every single song on it. I can like rock out and like really like get going to every single song on it, which to me that's like, I don't want to say it's a perfect album, but
Yeah.
it's like very close for me.
I mean, I feel like that just speaks on good music. I
Yeah.
feel like if you can just enjoy every song,
Right.
then there you go.
And that's rare. There's very rarely
Exactly,
an album
though.
where I can listen to every song
Especially
every
nowadays.
time
Oh, exactly.
and enjoy it. Because there's always a few hit or misses, which
Mhm.
I get it. It's hard to make, and it's
Good
only
music
7 songs.
consistently.
It's only 7 songs, so that's not that crazy.
It's 11.
Is it?
You got 11 songs on that.
Oh, I'm looking at the sides. My bad. It's 11 songs.
Yeah.
It's still only like 38.
I was just
minutes.
making
A
sure
lot
there
of
wasn't
the
like
songs on the album
covers
are
or
like
yeah.
2
Yeah, no,
minutes
there's
and
no
3
covers.
seconds.
That's all original.
We're talking
Well,
2 minute 32 second songs.
I just
very
meant
short songs.
Definitely.
different versions of the songs or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're
well,
all-
and this is the deluxe. So there's actually on the actual album they released. There's 2 songs on this vinyl that were not
Yours
in
opens
the
up.
album. On the
Is there
album.
anything
Yeah, it's got the
interesting?
band members on the
Let's
inside.
get the full look for everyone.
It's got the band members on the inside. It was a pretty cool vinyl, and it was cheap too.
That's what I like about vinyl too, though. I just like the collecting aspect
Yeah,
more
same.
than actually
Exactly.
listening to it.
The extra
Same.
like
You guys are
almost like
interested in that,
special
there you
things
go.
you can find in it that you're not going to find on a CD or downloading the music through iTunes.
Right.
You're actually getting like some.
It's just something to like hold.
The hard
Yeah,
copy.
yeah.
I love
it's
the
like
idea
good
of
memories.
hard music.
Like I
Like,
can look
there's-
at it and
yeah.
just think
it's
like,
just not the same with CDs though.
no,
too. Is
no.
the thing.
It's I think it's the size, honestly.
And I feel like
Because you
it's
could hang
just
this
so much
up.
more artistic.
It
The
really
CD
is.
is just like a plastic.
And then you have a
case
little
with
center
booklet,
not
yeah.
centerfold.
It's just like a little
little
booklet.
Yeah,
is literally
exactly.
what it
As
is.
opposed to this is the booklet.
Yeah.
Well, and, you know, I also
It
find a
is
lot
the
of
booklet.
vinyls, a lot of them, especially with deluxe editions, a lot of them have hidden artwork that's like
Yeah.
pull out and it's actually like a full on poster. Or
What's that Marvin Gaye record I have? You know, you said you didn't like it that much, but it literally came with like it said like 11 exclusive photos.
Yeah, this is a dream.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know if that's
I've had a dream.
I've had
it's
a dream.
1985,
Nice.
and it's the coked out Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
It's definitely when he had no money. His wife took all his money. His
You are
dad
gonna
was
have to
taking all his
excuse
money,
the burps.
and the rest of
Sorry
the money
about
was going up his nose, and so he had to put out something to try and pay for his.
Yeah, I was
house.
gonna say I remember seeing just like 11 exclusive photos, and I was like, "That's pretty cool." And then it's just like
It's one of them over
it's
here
them
with-
all.
I
just
still
like-
wish I would have bought.
He got a straw in his nose,
Probably.
ready to go.
I wish I would have bought that at the wall.
Yeah.
I found me and Caden went to a flea market in Tulsa here one time.
Every Sunday, actually.
Yeah, it's every Sunday. It's right by the new Clean Hands location. It's been there a while now. But they have like tons and tons of records, and they had a first edition. It wasn't autographed. A first edition The Wall, like which you'd think would be by Pink Floyd, just for those who don't know, which you'd think would be kind of rare. But I looked it up online and it was like $40, and I just $40 for a vinyl surrounded by $6 vinyls is just like,
It's a hard buy.
and that's not even like one of my. I don't even like. It's a good album. Don't get me wrong. I do like the album, but it's not. I don't care that much about it, and so
Yeah.
paying $40
Yeah.
when I could get 8 vinyls for that price was just like.
Totally understand.
I almost did
I
it.
wouldn't say 8.
Well, yeah, 8
Vinyl
vinyls I'd
is-
want to
We'll
listen
say
to.
Vinyl is pretty
We'll say
expensive.
3 or 4.
I would just say like Caden will tell you it was an
Yeah.
arduous like I was torn. I could not.
Literally stood there for like 30 minutes while he Googled.
Well,
fucking
I
pink
wanted
wall
to see
vinyls.
if it was a first edition. I wanted to see if it was a first edition, and it took me a while to like find enough information to
Yeah.
verify that it was.
And
in
then the
fact.
guy finally came up
He
to
walked
us.
up and he
Yeah,
goes, "Yeah, it's first edition. I'd be willing to drop it to $40."
exactly.
And I'm like-
Immediately.
and so I probably could have haggled it down a little bit because he immediately discounted
Yeah,
it before I
exactly.
even said anything. I just know he saw me holding it for 30 minutes trying to decide.
And to respond to Austin Welch's comment about the ice cream melting, the ice cream was already melted before we opened it, so you missed the taste test. I wish I could put it on camera. Honestly, I can't, just because I'd have to get really close. But yeah, this shit is already melted as
It's
a
soup.
smoothie. So
We might
sorry
as well
about
be
that.
drinking pistachio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It
kind of
was-
just here as a prop now.
Yeah, we did do a taste test, and we all thought it was okay. I
Yeah, no,
would totally eat
even
it.
as it melted, yeah, definitely.
So I'm sure, and the thing is, like, I don't think that was on a podcast, but we did talk about this ice cream. This is what made it start a podcast. Is we talk about a lot of random bullshit, just period.
Bullshit
Definitely.
about some
Most of the
bullshit.
flavor in
Bullshitting
ice
about some
cream.
bullshit.
That's what we almost called this. Most of the flavor in ice cream is like the air pockets and the way it,
We did,
like the
we
fluffiness.
did talk about this a little bit last week. Yeah, but
I think it was on the podcast.
Yeah, 'cause I
it's
think-
just it's hard to remember.
I think I compared it to
And
bread.
We're quite a few shots deep. Which, speaking of, It's time for another one,
All right,
boys.
shot time.
Take that
We're
shit.
moving
Will you
albums.
put this under the one you're about to bring up?
God, I hate this, man.
Dude, this was your idea to do
I'm already
tonight.
sweating.
I'm drunk.
I'm in a long sleeve button down over here.
I'm drunk.
Okay, I had almost a 3-hour meeting today, and now I'm still in work clothes. And woof. Let's hey.
I'm just glad I haven't run out of tequila yet. I don't want to go to the rum.
I'm hoping
I
it's
really
the
don't.
last
I'm
shot,
hoping.
to be honest.
Oh, we're only at 30 minutes, brother, and we've still got like one more topic or two more topics to go on.
Still
so
got
we're
your
looking-
album.
Closing segment.
And then
All
some
right.
bullshit about some
Boom,
bullshit.
boom, boom. Cha-pow, pow, pow.
Cheers. This is shot number 5?
I better
4?
6.
4?
I don't know.
Well, 30 minutes in, 7 minutes.
I think it's our fourth.
4
Four,
plus
at
the
least
5.
five.
It's the 5th because
Number
the
5.
starting shot.
I
This is
really
number
think it's
5.
our fourth, though.
No, this is number 5.
Yeah, 'cause we count the car
Wait,
bomb.
the car bomb's a shot.
I'm thinking we
This
counted
is
the
4
car
shots
bomb.
afterwards.
Are you
Well, 'cause
sure?
it's at 30 minutes, and every
Yeah.
7 minutes is 4 more shots.
7 goes into 30
4
times with a point.
Plus the
so on.
start of,
Yeah.
of the podcast as a shot.
God,
So we're
that
at
tells you how
5
drunk
shots.
I am. Man. I don't even remember
Basic
one of the
arithmetic.
shots.
Basic arithmetic. Oh, God.
I don't
thing
feel
is-
like throwing up, though, so that's
Which
good.
is good, dude.
Oh!
Number 1!
What a coincidence.
Speak of the devil, gentlemen and ladies. Get down
We
in
got
there,
one
Bubba.
man
You're gonna
down.
be okay.
You
No,
got,
you can't back out, though.
yeah, you gotta
keep
talk
doing
about your
shots.
album, man. You're up.
And you gotta keep doing shots, dude. You don't get to back out because you threw up.
That's awesome.
So apparently sake would have been the better choice.
Yeah, I think that's
But
what.
I still think the whole point. Oh, excuse me if I'm really loud there. The whole point of this, the idea. Oofed. The whole point of this shots every X minutes was to get really drunk. By the end of the podcast,
that's
we're
awesome.
just belligerently wasted. Kind of like Drink Champs, but they don't have like a.
They don't do.
They don't do X minutes.
Yeah.
They just
We're
get
wrapping
fucking
up.
Yeah,
drunk. And it's like a 2.5-hour podcast. Yeah, that's fair. I think bathroom breaks are allowed. If you vomit.
Paper towels.
Oh, that's fair. And even if you need to go to the bathroom, feel free, buddy. That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't expect you to sit here with
Exactly.
a vomit mouth.
When you're dying, yeah.
No, I'm good.
This is the podcast where getting up is loud. For the next
But
one,
yeah,
which
you're
is-
also up next, so.
No, I'm gonna say really it was just that spicy chimichanga that really just didn't sit
Yeah,
well.
I was gonna say that was a bad choice.
For the next one, boys.
Microwave chimichangas was not a good choice to have before this podcast.
All I have had to eat today is a salad. So
I've had ramen and
I'd almost rather
some
just
collard
have a salad.
greens.
I mean, I feel 100% fine.
I bet now after that.
I'm not
vomit.
even drunk.
It's
That's
just the
problem.
shots that got you. No, I feel that,
Mhm.
and that's not. I wasn't worried about being so drunk we threw up. I was just literally pounding shots is fucking hard.
It's yeah.
Well,
it's
I
not
hope
something
it
that we
doesn't
do.
sit-
Yeah.
None of us pound shots, so we're not.
I hope you guys
I mean,
at least enjoyed that good projectile vomit.
It looks
It's my
good. I
turn
was
to talk
watching.
about my favorite album of all time.
No one who knows Dalton will be surprised.
I mean, considering that I have to give myself a pep talk in the Uber after pre-games should tell you that I do not drink or party as hard as.
I just got that Irish
Some may
blood
think.
running through me. I can handle my liquor like a bastard. I can take it deep down in my soul.
It's the Cherokee Indian in me that keeps me on just pounding through. Let's go ahead and throw this bad boy up there if you wouldn't mind, Dave.
I'm sorry if that's too loud.
My favorite album of all
learning
time,
game here.
easy, hands down, What's Going On, Marvin Gaye. If
It's
you guys
just
know
good,
anything about me, I am a huge Marvin Gaye fan. He's definitely my idol as far as musicians ever go.
Wow.
That's a really cool one. Does that have lyrics? Is that what that is?
Yes, lyrics to every song.
That's really cool, honestly. It's rare that you get lyrics in the centerfold. What is this
not
called?
The centerfold.
Not the centerfold.
Yeah.
That is the nudie in a Playboy magazine. So
I don't know what you call this actually.
I think that's just the inner jacket.
Yeah.
Barrett, I'm sure you know. So when this does
Yeah.
catch up, please inform us as to what this would be called technically. I think it's the inner jacket. I don't
That's
know.
what I would call it.
Continue about your favorite album. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, you're totally fine. I need a second to clear my mouth. Chunks in it. Really, you
There's
know,
the cover again.
it's always been a toss-up for me as my favorite album of all time because I'm already a huge Soul fan. But really, it's always been Marvin Gaye no matter what. And honestly, it comes down to What's Going On and Let's Get It On. But I think what changes it and gives me the...
He's skipping out, little boy. Oh!
as David
Good thing you
spills
got
half a
David
bottle of
pouring your
Jameson
shots.
on
I
me.
just spilled so much Jameson.
Holy shit.
Like,
that is so much.
So much Jameson.
Yeah, you should not be pouring the shots.
Yeah. Clearly, Dave's more drunk than I am. I'm the one vomiting over here. What really sets this album apart, though, for me, is the message behind it. It's not necessarily just about sex or loving or, you know, getting real freaky with your girl whenever the lights turn low. Really what this album is talking about a cultural movement, and really not even just talking about African Americans, but all minorities and white people included. It came out in the early 70s, kind of at the end of the Vietnam War, and it's kind of what's going on in America right now. And,
he's a sharp dressing dude. Look at the back of that.
Oh, that jacket. Woo!
That's what I'm saying.
And then, it comes into what's happening, brother, save the children, and really what it's all...
What's happening, brother?
And it's, you know, it's really just it's really a cry for help and saying, what's going on in this country right now?
What's going on?
Why are we sending our brothers and sisters off to war to fight in something that we really have no control over?
And shouldn't have been in?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Definitely not trying to say political, but I mean, honestly, though, that's kind of what makes that's what sets this apart from Let's Get It On to Me. Let's Get It On to Me is the most sensual, loving, I'm going to lay you down, I'm going to lick you good, I'm going to get you in the bed, girl, I'm going to get your coochie wet.
I'm going to get your coochie wet.
What's going on is kind of that same sensual vibe to it the entire time.
Thank you, Barrett. We appreciate you. I knew you would know.
Shout out to the moderator of our chat.
Yeah, you will probably get that role. So keep tuning in, and once we get a chat that needs moderating,
exactly,
we'll be there.
But it's just his composition. He's not just a musician. He's not just a singer. He is literally composing an entire sound for people.
Really? Does he do that?
Full on. He sets up the entire big band, writes all the music for everything.
I don't know how older music works. Is there a producer in older music still?
I don't think there's necessarily... I don't know.
Because
there's a Talking Heads vinyl I have where Brian Eno is the producer, but he doesn't necessarily produce any of the music. He's just kind of like, I guess, arranges it maybe.
Right. And I know now the producing means more just like the mixing and actually like that sounds good. No, we need to edit this part of it. But I don't know in older music, like when Marvin Gaye was putting out music, they didn't have
like
that
sax
kind of
and drums and guitar. Exactly.
It was more so using mixers.
Exactly.
Like, I guess you'd still
kind of what Marvin's role in it though altogether is that he set up the huge the whole band scheme of things. I mean, he was as far as no, you're totally fine. I mean, he set up the entire orchestra, the strings, the brass, the horns, the drums, everything together to make sure that the sound was...
Well, this actually says orchestrated, conducted, and arranged by David Van De Petit.
No, most definitely. I'm not saying he did it like actually standing there because he's obviously singing himself, but he worked hand in hand with these people.
There are so many people on this album, honestly.
Oh, the amount of people who worked on this album is incredible.
I honestly feel like that's standard. I feel like a lot of people just don't get credit. Even today, is what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
And that a lot of fucking people work on the album.
Yeah, most definitely.
I just don't think most of them get credit.
Well, I think, Alex Toomey?
Mm-hmm.
You know who that is?
I feel like I've heard his name. I don't know specifically.
Well, he, mixes and engineers, like, a lot of Young Thug songs. Yes, and he's, the person that is kind of, like, nowadays, at least, like, put engineers in the limelight. Because he's like, if I'm doing all this work, because... I mean, Alex Toomey went on Red Bull.
I remember that.
Yeah, he gave a whole 2-hour lecture.
Yes, I remember that.
Red Bull.
I did watch that.
And he's just
that's how I knew his
engineer. Name. Yeah, so I feel like he's.
Guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just fucking poured that shot out, bro.
Can't do it. Give me the next 7 minutes. I'll do another one.
Holy shit! Dalton's cheating on the podcast.
We are at 6 and 5. Cheers, motherfucker.
I'm not gonna down it. I literally had projectile vomit 7 minutes ago. I gotta have a break for a second. I apologize, but
I really don't feel that bad.
Me either. I'm
drunk.
starting to feel drunk.
Yeah, no, definitely.
See, that's the thing. I'm starting to feel drunk. I don't feel like...
We should start partying like this.
Who wants to come to Pupper House after the podcast at 8 o'clock? It's only It's only 8 p.m.
We're only 40 minutes into this.
I mean, the thing is that I don't
That's
feel that
6
drunk
fucking
either. I'm kind of
shots.
there with you. My stomach
No,
right
I
now
understand.
is
I
Yeah, like I
understand.
said, those microwavable chimichangas
We're just
were
giving
not a
you
good
shit.
choice.
Plus,
Yeah.
our freezer doesn't freeze them, so who knows if they're actually good anymore. If they had meat, that's why I get the bean and cheese because those can last.
These
a
have
little
no
bit
meat.
longer.
These have no
That's
meat.
what I've been. Okay, fair enough. That's what I did too. Because again, our freezer is like a fridge, and our fridge is just a storage
It's
container.
like, yeah.
It's just there.
Like
It
a
sits at
pantry.
around-
we have an
sits
extra
at the
half
danger
a
level.
pantry,
It sits at about 45 to 46
which
degrees.
is where bacteria grows, and so I just anything that's in the fridge is just off limits for me. I don't touch it. It's
like,
gross.
You just put
No,
water
thank
in
you.
there.
And who fucking
Maybe
knows?
celery and carrots.
Who
That's
has
one thing.
celery, and again those will last until they don't last, and you can usually tell when they start going
Yeah,
bad.
most
so,
definitely.
they don't necessarily need to be refrigerated because they grow outside, but it's like they'll last longer refrigerated. I don't know. I wasn't going anywhere. I don't want to talk about produce right now, so let's move on to something else.
I mean, that's kind of what I had for it.
What was our next topic? What were we planning on talking about, gentlemen? Do we have anything planned?
No.
I think the drunkenness is catching up here.
Definitely.
I don't know. Does anybody want to hear about anything? Anybody want
Talked
to hear us
about
talk about something?
we taste tested the pistachio ice cream.
Pistachio. I don't want to stop here. I want to see this guy do at least one more shot. So.
He has
I
to
don't-
do at least one more
I don't know
shot.
if I'm going to do one more shot.
You gotta do.
That's-
You said you would. You said you needed 7 minutes and you'd be in on another shot.
You did say that.
All right, I did say that.
We got the podcast.
Yeah,
to
we
prove
gotta
it.
Okay.
record it.
Yeah.
I will
got
take
5 people who can bear witness.
I will take one more shot, and then I'm done for the night on the podcast shot.
Barrett also said he would love to be the mod for our chat.
And
So
then
I'm glad
I'm
to
switching
hear
to
it, buddy.
beer because I can't do these shots anymore.
do we even have any beer?
Oh, I've got plenty of beer.
He's got.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
got.
you just
He's
showed
got
off
like
your
10
beer.
beers.
No,
I
I'm
would
not-
also like to say, I'm really glad we switched to 7 minutes because with the 60-minute. Excuse me, man. We got lots going on.
Yeah.
With the 60-minute podcast, which is just what we seem to be ending up at, and 6 minutes.
I think that's good, though.
That's 10 shots
Mhm.
in an hour. And I don't know any person who wants to do 10 shots in an hour.
I don't.
I didn't
don't
even
think
want to do this.
I don't think
tonight.
I've ever heard of anyone doing 10 shots in an hour.
Well, I feel like if we can just do this regularly, we can. Have you ever seen? Damn it, I don't remember which Indiana Jones it is, but the one with the girl, the one with the lady who's doing shots with the big ass dude. He's like really fat, and they're doing shots, and they've got like 20 to the side, and they've been just going shot for shot to see who like passes out or can't do the next one, and she does like 25 or something in a row. Eventually, we'll be able to get to that point where we can just. Like I said, the
Why would you
Irish
want
blood,
to get to
the
that point?
Irish blood in me, dude. I've learned it from my ancestors. It comes straight down
it's
from
just
my
like,
lineage.
what is the point? It's almost
I
like the
don't
same
know.
thing with like
The
marijuana.
chimichanga in
To
my
me,
belly
drinking
doesn't
is
want
all about
25
getting drunk.
shots.
It's
Exactly.
not about how much you drink. It's
I feel
about
like,
do you
damn,
feel good?
I wish we had the same.
Do you feel good?
I wish we had the same perspective for marijuana.
Well, marijuana's about feeling good. It's just usually like the more you smoke, the more you drink.
Really?
Interesting.
As you can tell, I think
good way
the
of thinking.
shots are they're getting to my brain. The more you smoke, the more you need to smoke in order to get drunk. Same with alcohol, but
Exactly,
on a
though.
lower extent, I feel like.
You think? I don't know. I don't drink that much.
I can
is the
say-
thing.
I don't either. And that's what I'm saying is like
I can say I've
I can
been
handle
around
my
people
liquor, and I don't.
I feel like
not
I'm doing
not
fine.
that either of you can't handle your
Yeah,
liquor.
I feel like I'm doing
I just
fine
feel
is
like
the
I can
thing.
drink a lot, and I don't drink a lot. I don't even like
Yeah,
to. But
exactly.
when I do drink, I drink a lot usually. And
Really?
I get
don't
drunk,
drink
but
a
like
lot.
I'm okay. Like
I can say
and
the
I really
difference
think
is-
it's.
This
I
is
think
probably
it's
the
genetics.
most I have drank.
I just know my grandpa was an
since forever.
alcoholic, and his grandpa was or his dad was an alcoholic, and it's like.
Just a
Like
stepping
I said, the
stones.
Irish blood in me. But now,
But what I can
I mean,
say is the
I'm
difference
an
between
alcoholic.
us and
That's what I'm
alcoholics.
saying.
I firsthand dealt with
I
with
don't-
someone
I
who
don't
had a
drink
problem with
frequently. I
alcoholism
don't
and
like
like
to.
been
It makes
there
me
with
feel
them
shitty.
through the
I'd rather
entire
smoke
time.
weed.
What a lot of them do is it's definitely the volume, but what they'll do is they'll get a
just
5-shot bottle.
frequently, yeah.
And well, within the minute of 5 minutes,
Get your shot board, Caden.
they've done 5 shots. in
Dude, you
5
didn't have to
minutes.
pour out your shot, too. You could have just not
I
taken
know,
it.
seriously. He wanted to make it seem real for the podcast.
Except there's a camera watching you. Perfect.
I hit him
You're
with
dead center.
I hit him with a little.
And I literally saw you do it too.
I
is the
didn't,
thing.
so I would have thought he took it. So I'm glad you caught it.
Damn you,
I'm
Cade.
glad you caught it.
But I agree. That's why I like smoking way more. Just because you don't really get fucked up or like sick.
You just don't feel like you still feel you just feel like augmented.
I mean, I guess when like
I don't even know about augmented anymore.
I don't know. We honestly can't even speak on it just for how long we've been smoking.
But I stopped. Stopped is subjective.
Yeah.
I still occasionally, if somebody has a bowl or a blunt, I'll hit it. And
You're
if
there.
they offer it,
You're there.
I'm down to hit it. But like, I have not bought weed in.
What's up?
Hey,
Hey,
okay.
I heard y'all smoking.
I would just like to say the other night at Zach's, I got passed a bowl. I don't know if you remember.
I think I passed it to
I
you.
passed on it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm good because I ate an edible that day, granted, and I was
right.
so tired from the edible. I didn't want to smoke more and be like,
this next shot.
no.
I really don't.
Well, if you really
feel
don't
like
want
I've
to, don't.
smoked.
But I think you should for the sake of.
I'm going to, even if
Okay,
I throw
good.
up.
I feel like I've smoked every day for the
Past 6 years.
since
I was at 4 years. Every day for 4 years. When I
couldn't even tell you.
I don't know how to.
No,
I don't
I'm
want to say
definitely not at that
stopped,
level.
but I don't. I stopped regularly smoking.
Yeah.
I guess. I stopped buying weed, and I'm all down to throw in. If I wanted to smoke, I'm not opposed. But usually when I smoke, it's because somebody offers. It's like cool. But
Well, I know
usually
I started
it's been like 3 or
after
4
I
weeks.
graduated high school, and then I don't think I've stopped since.
I started at 16 and a half.
So that'd be 2013.
I got caught smoking. Okay, so I'm at 4 years. I got caught smoking, and then there was like a 3 or 4 month period where I was still living at my parents' house and getting drug tested that I couldn't smoke and didn't smoke. So there was that break. But then once I moved out and went to college, literally every single
Non-stop,
day
yeah.
since then.
I don't condone
Until
any of this activity.
shot number, is this 7 or 8? I don't even remember now. 7.
8?
I don't know. Somebody tell us if you've been paying
Yo, you're ready
attention
for
anymore.
another
We've been
projectile.
counting our shots. Please let
'Cause I
us
think
know.
this
The
is
chat's
7.
getting a little slow.
I think this is 7.
Well, get
I
ready
think
for
this might be
number
our stopping point.
number 2 on a
honestly.
projectile.
Yeah,
and
like
actually,
I
We're
said,
closing in on an
I
hour.
kind of felt like this would get sloppy.
I don't even know what we've talked about half this time.
let's do it like this then, guys. I'm Dalton.
All right, no, we got to do another shot on this.
I'm gonna say
podcast.
we close out and then okay, let's do it. Let's go.
Don't be bitches. Don't be bitches. I don't even have
This
enough
is-
chaser to chase this one.
This is the last one. Just think about that.
All right. I can't speak for these other guys. I could go for at least 3 or 4 more shots.
Hey, I'm in there with you, man. I'm rumbling.
I almost want to keep
I'm gonna
going
switch
until
to
we
beer.
can't go anymore. That's
Nope,
kind of how
I'm
I feel
done.
at this point.
I'm
No
down there
shots,
with
I can't
you.
even do it.
Like I'm down to like keep talking until we can't do any more shots because at this point,
I'm
now that I'm
feeling good.
drunk,
Yeah.
I'm in to keep
I'm
going.
feeling good too.
So like I just feel drunk and nice, and I'm
We
pouring
gonna
another
do?
one.
I'm gonna go ahead and give this to you, and I'm gonna grab a beer.
Dalton.
That's fair. You know what? So it's down to me and Caden.
We're the only one doing shots right now, and I'm slurring like a bitch.
At one point, I'd like to do a 30 challenge because it's clear to me who would lose.
A 30 challenge? Like what? What do
Each
you
of
mean?
us try and kill a 30 on a podcast.
Fuck.
Not in
that.
an hour. That would be like a
Yeah.
long live stream. That would be later down the road when people actually give a fuck what we have to talk about. Besides just our homies, who again, shout out to. It's not that we don't appreciate you.
No, seriously.
We do appreciate the
Love
fuck
the
I
out of
would
you.
support.
gladly do a 30-pack challenge over a shot challenge any day of the week.
What?
You already did a 30-pack challenge.
Dude, that's way
failed.
more alcohol than 9 shots in an hour.
But it's not every 7 minutes I'm trying to pound out a shot.
Well, but if we set a time limit to how long the podcast was going to go, it would end up to probably about the same amount of alcohol in your system. Because you'd have to be drinking the beer constantly as opposed to like a 7-minute break of no drinking.
No, I agree. A beer I always know sits better in my
I
stomach
don't actually
than
know about
liquor.
going until we can't go
I
anymore.
think we should
I
just
don't want
sit
to
here and
pass out
talk
blackout.
all the time.
All day. This is going to be
Just
the 24th.
podcast.
Yeah, just podcasting all the
24/7
time.
podcast.
48 minutes.
Yeah, the chat definitely died.
Well, that's fine. We still got 4 viewers. It's like there's not much to talk about.
Appreciate
I don't
you,
know.
man.
I'm surprised we even made it this long, honestly.
No, I'm definitely impressed. Impressed
This
with you
is
guys.
like the
I
length
think
of a regular podcast.
I think
at this
really got
point.
me going off in the beginning is
Those
those
chimichangas.
chimichangas,
Yeah, they fucked you
the
up.
Guinness shot. That didn't go down well.
Dude, you're telling me mine was not a chug. It was sipping.
I had that
Because
shit easy.
nobody can see, but this shot glass I have in here is as wide as the cup, and it's not like sitting on
out.
the bottom, it's floating. And so like I was sipping Guinness because it was only allowing a certain amount of Guinness to come below it,
I'm fucked up.
which sucked.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm pretty
I'm
drunk.
feeling it. Like I said, I don't get drunk. Like I said, I gotta I gotta pep talk myself in Ubers, on the way to function. So this has got me feeling
Like
100.
The bad thing is I don't even
still
feel that drunk. I definitely feel a nice buzz going on, but I'm not.
I'm drunk, but I could keep counting shots.
I don't even know about that at this point.
I don't have a need to pound shots. I have some beer.
I don't
I'm
have
gonna
a
be drinking
need
on.
to pound shots. I'm the one who didn't want to do this tonight, okay?
But David's still beating your ass.
I'm just saying it's the Irish blood in me every time that
I'm competing. That's what I can say.
It's not David at this point. It's just my ancestors. Like
it's inheritance.
You will be strong. And you're the one drinking Irish whiskey over there.
I mean,
Jinkin. You said Jinkin.
Jinkin Irish whiskey.
I'll take it as is.
Even
that's gonna have to move.
That's too much of a temptation at this point. Dalton just moved the trash can for those who can't see.
I'm a big fan of beer, honestly, and Crown. I can definitely sip on some Crown, but
I don't even
don't
like getting wasted.
Me neither.
I like to get drunk, but I don't like to get wasted.
I think it's beer. I think beer just makes me sleepy.
A ginger ale,
I think it's just like the slow tolerance.
Thank you, sir.
Maybe not the slow tolerance, but just like the slow.
I get so full, dude.
Yeah.
I hate beer. That's why
Maybe
I like
I
liquor.
should stick to shots because I'm feeling.
I like liquor because I can take 4 shots and
Exactly.
Now I'm not this drunk, but I feel good.
Yeah.
And it's like my stomach's not full. I feel nice.
Exactly.
I'm like chilling, and I can take those 4 shots over the course of an hour, and I feel good. I feel nice.
Yeah, maybe I need to stop drinking beer.
I think you should try some liquor.
Yeah.
I love doing shots, dude.
Because I just buy beer.
I mean,
at this point,
I feel like I've started to become known for chasing with water. Like that's like something I've been called out on. What did Katie have to say?
Katie said that we sound like girls pep talking ourselves in the mirror at the function.
All right,
I drink beer
Katie
because
Lynn,
it goes to my ass.
You're going to be the next guest on this podcast.
Seriously,
and you're going to do 7 shots in an hour.
Exactly.
We're going to see how you're feeling after 7 shots in 45 minutes.
We need to start having guests up here. Seriously.
Yeah, no, we should. Well, we got to get a 4th mic.
True.
We definitely plan.
Which is $35.
I mean, honestly, if you guys want to be a guest on the show and you got your own mic, hit us up, and we might be able to set you up with a guest appearance.
We need to have our own mic.
We just need to get a 4th mic.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you...
Especially because $35 isn't jack shit.
Yeah, the problem is the camera angle. But like we've talked about, we want to have it in the living room, right?
With guests?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think so. It's just when that happens, we need to have the lighting situation figured. Because I'm sorry, the lighting in here
definitely
is much better.
I agree with you.
Than the
overhead lighting is so much better.
And the lighting in here, if you look at the stream, is still not even that great. But it's way better than the living room.
It's really not that great. Honestly.
It's really. That's what I'm saying. And in there, it's even worse.
We should get our lamps in here and.
We should because
we need to do that fake podcast for
That's
sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where we can just like play with shit and nobody will watch it, and we can see. Got me on that tequila. Katie, girl after my own heart. That's what I'm saying. I've been loving. Thankfully, I somehow had 7 shots of tequila left.
You've been only doing tequila?
Dude, I haven't even finished it. Look.
But you've been only. I feel like you've done
I haven't touched the cap.
Really?
I haven't touched it.
Look at this.
We killed that shit. You did one of those.
I did do.
You
one
did one of
Jameson.
those. Yeah.
I did do a Jameson. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, okay, I haven't been skirting. You guys can.
Rewatch this.
Nobody will, but you can rewind and see that, like, I've been doing shots every time, and I have not killed.
No, I've cheersed you every time.
I mean, it was like this much. It was like almost a half bottle. I've had this for like almost 3 weeks. If that doesn't tell you how little I drink, I've had this bottle for almost 3 weeks.
Oh my god, it's time for another one.
Guess
We
what
need to
time
wrap
it is.
this shit up.
All right, after this one, we'll do a little bit of talking. We're at 53 minutes. Just a little bit of talking afterwards, or we can wrap it up right after.
Wrap it up.
This is the last one, and we'll be done with this shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight. We're gonna kill it out with one more shot.
I'm sorry if this was sloppy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rewatch this. Not tonight. Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
I'm definitely gonna watch that puke scene.
I hope to see your feedback either in our GT or in the comment section below.
Let us know how this looked,
Let's
how
do
it was.
these shots and then we'll sign off.
Yeah, this is the last shot.
Take a
Cheers
big
to
ass
us.
cheer, Dalton.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna have a chicken salad after this.
All right.
Signing off.
DDCTv at the table. This is David.
And I'm Dalton.
I'm Caden, the mixtape worm.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. This was the 7-minute shot challenge. We appreciate you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tune in next week, Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central. Hopefully, we'll do a fake podcast before then, and it will be at 7 p.m. We know you want it to be exact. We promise we'll get it there. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Goodbye.